I'm Robin Haigh, and my piece, AESOP 2, has been nominated in the Chamber Ensemble category at the Ivors Composer Awards 2022. AESOP 2 was a very interesting piece for me to write because it was for the very unusual situation in which every composer who was to be writing for this specific opportunity with Orchester im Treppenhaus, who premiered the piece, they wanted every composer to, in some way, perform with the orchestra or to kind of be a part of the performance in some way. That's not something I've ever really done before, outside of a bit of kind of conducting when I was younger. So I had to really think about how I could work that into a piece, considering I don't really play any instruments properly, and I didn't really fancy conducting because I thought there's something a bit more interesting I can do. I remembered the piece I'd written a few years earlier, AESOP, with the great recorder soloist Tabea Debus. And in that piece, there was a kind of an interplay where members of the ensemble were doubling on recorders, in addition to kind of playing the orchestral instruments that they specialize in. So I thought, what if, rather than having this sort of untrained recorder sound as a kind of backup to like a great soloist, what if the untrained recorder sound was the soloist, and actually the kind of the least trained musician on the stage is the kind of the forefront of the attention with all the rest of the ensemble kind of backing that up. So that's kind of what led to AESOP 2, and then it was a kind of a challenge to work out how to incorporate the sort of shaky intonation and kind of limitations that came from that solo part, how to kind of work around the players in the ensemble so that would be a kind of incorporated part of the music. So yeah, that's kind of how AESOP 2 came about and how I wrote it, and I'm really looking forward to the awards next month.